Welcome back to Azure Thought Factory, where we don't just build for the cloud, we build for change. Today, we're diving into what I like to call the powerhouse of Microsoft's cloud adoption framework, the adopt phase. This is where your cloud strategy stops being a blueprint and starts becoming reality. Now, let's put this into a real-world perspective. Meet Alex, the CTO of a mid-size enterprise leading the charge on digital transformation. Alongside him are critical players, the cloud strategy team, DevOps engineers, IT operations, application owners, security and compliance officers, and business unit leaders. Together, they steer the ship through the three transformative journeys of the adopt phase. First, migrate, moving workloads to Azure with confidence. Second, modernize, making the architecture cloud native to unlock speed and agility. And third, innovate, rethinking products and processes to drive long-term business value. Let's begin with migration. Alex, our CTO, knows it's not just about lifting and shifting servers. It's about stabilizing the digital foundation and setting the stage for scalable innovation. Take an NHS trust still running legacy SQL databases and Windows servers for electronic health records. The CIO sponsors the move, while IT ops and security teams map out a safe, low-risk migration. Microsoft outlines 5 key stages of migration, namely plan the migration, prepare the workloads, execute the migration, optimize the environment, and decommission legacy systems. Plan the migration. Here, the cloud strategy team uses Azure Migrate to assess current workloads, map dependencies, and prioritize what to move first. Migration waves are defined, and everyone from IT to security to business stakeholders aligns on the roadmap. Prepare the workloads. Landing zones are provisioned by the cloud engineering team. Hybrid networking and identity integration is configured. Security leads verify that backups and failback strategies meet compliance standards. Execute the migration. Migration specialists run test cutovers using Azure Site Recovery and DMS. Telemetry is monitored in real time, and workloads are validated before going live. Optimize the environment. FinOps teams step in to ensure cost efficiency with Azure Advisor. DevOps applies auto-scaling and tagging strategies. Defender for Cloud locks down security at the resource level. Decommission legacy systems. Legacy systems are gracefully retired. IT updates architecture diagrams and disaster recovery plans. Software licenses are reclaimed, and infrastructure teams shift their focus to cloud optimization. But here's the kicker. Migration isn't the end. It's just the beginning, and Alex knows it's time to modernize. Modernization is where agility kicks in. Faster delivery cycles, lower technical debt, greater uptime. The Cloud Center of Excellence, CCOE, takes the lead here, with DevOps engineers and app owners working side by side. Picture a logistics company running a monolithic .NET app in Azure VMs. Product owners are frustrated with slow releases, and the business demands more uptime. The CTO sponsors the shift to cloud-native architecture. Here's how modernization unfolds. Prepare for modernization. Cross-functional DevOps teams are assembled. Architects assess existing applications and align with business KPIs. Plan the modernization. Using the 5 Rs framework, rehost, refactor, re-architect, rebuild, or replace, workloads are grouped into modernization waves. Business stakeholders define success metrics. Faster releases, performance boosts, and higher resiliency. Execute the plan. Applications move to Azure App Service or Azure Kubernetes Service. Monoliths are broken down into microservices. CI/CD pipelines are built with GitHub Actions or Azure DevOps. Optimize post-modernization. Monitoring and diagnostics are enabled through Azure Monitor and Application Insights. FinOps teams watch costs. Security specialists fine-tune configurations, and feedback loops help refine future iterations. But modernization, too, is only a step. For Alex and his team, The real competitive edge lies in innovation. Innovation is about reimagining what your business can be, and it's driven by a different set of characters. Innovation strategists, product managers, AI engineers, and data scientists. Imagine a healthcare startup that wants to deliver personalized health plans using Azure AI. The chief product officer and the data science team build MVPs using Azure Machine Learning, OpenAI, and cognitive services. Business owners validate them against real patient needs. Let's break it down. Set the innovation vision. Chief Technology Officer Alex and business unit leaders ensure innovation ties to tangible outcomes. Triggers like regulatory changes or new customer demands prompt ideation. Cross-functional innovation squads are formed. Follow the Azure Innovation Guide. Cloud-native greenfield applications are built on PaaS. MVPs are launched fast. Feedback is looped back into design, and what works is scaled with confidence. Innovate with Kubernetes. Azure Kubernetes Service powers scalable, resilient microservices. DevOps teams use GitOps, Helm charts, and service mesh to ensure reliability and automation. Improve digital processes. Operations automate workflows with Logic Apps and Power Platform. BI teams use Azure Synapse, ML models, and Power BI to generate insights. This enables faster decision-making and better customer outcomes. Innovation isn't a buzzword, it's a strategy. And Azure gives you the playground to build what's next. Let's recap. You migrate to gain stability and cost efficiency. You modernize to drive agility and speed. You innovate to lead markets and shape the future. Each journey involves a different set of experts. And under the leadership of visionaries like Alex, the CTO, they come together to bring cloud transformation to life. In our next episode, we'll explore governance, the guardrails that allow innovation to thrive without sacrificing control. If you found this valuable, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with your team. This is Azure Thought Factory. And remember, don't build for the cloud, build for change.